Hi there, I'm Vishwa. Nifty has hit a rough patch. Nifty is facing a strong resistance at this 18,000 area. We see a strong bearish candle in Nifty after a long time, from April 2020. From this candle on, we never saw any predominant selling in Nifty except for this month. So Nifty has been having a pretty wild year, and currently the investors are just beginning to think that the market is overvalued and slowly pulling their money out. And that's why we see this selling pressure around this area. And one more thing that adds to this is the foreign institutional investors are constantly selling their holdings in Indian markets, and this adds more selling pressure to Nifty. And as a result, we see this huge selling pressure around here for 3 months. From September all the way through November, we can see that the selling pressure is predominant because these candles, if you take a look, you can see that the highs are constantly being rejected, indicating that the selling is becoming stronger and stronger. But the uptrend in Nifty is still intact, and we can clearly see that the price is making new higher lows month after month after month. Coming down to weekly time frame, here we can see that the Nifty is having a small difficulty making higher highs, because till here we can see that the trend is clearly strong, but once it hit the spot, we can see a rounding top area around here. And this rounding top usually indicates the trend is losing momentum, and that's exactly what happened here, and the sellers took complete control of the market. So even though the monthly time frame suggests the bullish trend is still intact, we can see that the buyers are losing control over here in weekly time frame, and weekly time frame suggests a sort of bearishness in Nifty for the coming days. So we can expect Nifty to hit new lows in the coming weeks. But is it going to be a crash is a big question. But there is absolutely no reason for us to think that this is going to be a crash, because we don't see any kind of distribution. Currently, Nifty is taking support at the 17,000 area, which is a strong psychological support. And if it's going to break it, we can expect the price of Nifty to come down to the next level, which is around this 16,500 and 16,000 area. Now, this would be acting as a very strong support level, and if the price breaks down below 16,000, we can expect a selling trend from there on. Until it stays above the 16,000 area, we can expect that Nifty to be still bullish. And mostly Nifty is expected to take support around this area and slowly turn up. But if in case Nifty breaks down below the 16,000, then we can expect a strong selling momentum. And if you just take off this Fibonacci, we can once again see this clearly in the chart, because we had a consolidation breakout around this 16,000 area. We had a small consolidation here, and the price broke out of it a few months ago. Now, if the price is going to come back, this area should hold the price. And if the price manages to break down, if the price manages to come through this area, we can expect that the selling trend is pretty strong, and we can expect the price to reach new lows from there on. But until now, even though the market is bearish, it's not entirely bearish. So we can expect some bearishness to consolidation around in Nifty in the coming days, because the price is still above the key support area. Now, coming to the EOD time frame, here things get a little bit more interesting, because we can see that there has been a beautiful head and shoulders pattern in Nifty. Nifty created this beautiful head and shoulders pattern, and currently it's breaking it down, right? This head and shoulder pattern indicates that the selling is predominant in Nifty. And if you just look at the target level for this head and shoulders pattern, it comes around some 16,700 area. And in here, we have this gap. So this gap would be acting as a minor support level if the price comes down. So we have a strong support level for Nifty from the 16,000 all the way up to 16,500. And if the Nifty manages to close below the 16,000, then we can expect that the bearishness is in for Nifty. So as long as the price stays above the 16,000 area, the price could be bearish to range bound. So we can expect the price to be a little bit bearish or trade in a range for the coming week. So basically for the short term, Nifty is facing a strong sell-off and it's still in a bearish trend.